General Sani Abacha 27 years after his death. He was Nigeria's 7th military head of state. He died in office on the 8th day of June, 1998. Abacha is already 27 years old in the grave today. We narrate the circumstances of his death, the events that followed, the movement of his corpse from Abuja by air to Kano, where he was buried, and the intrigues that followed his burial. There was no news of the sickness of Sani Abacha prior to his death. He was hale and hearty, and as a matter of fact, a day before his death, he was at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, where he personally received the entourage of the then Palestinian leader, Yasser Arafat, who was in Nigeria on a state visit. The visit had been widely publicized and beamed live on television for all to see. Yasser Arafat was a hugely popular figure, and everyone wanted to catch a glimpse of him. Abacha was physically present at the airport to welcome him. Abacha appeared strong as usual, and there was no sign of him being ill or any indication that Abacha was dying anytime soon, let alone dying few hours away. Nigerians were thus shocked on hearing the news of the death of Abacha. It was like rumor, but it turned out to be real. It was beyond disputation. General Sani Abacha, Nigeria's strongest man at the time, had indeed passed on to the great beyond. His death came so sudden, and there was no opportunity to even take him to the hospital. He died in his room in Aso Rock. He died in the early hours of the morning, while the skies were still covered with darkness. His death was initially concealed in the inner circles of the Aso Rock villa. It was not immediately announced to the world and to Nigerian citizens. So at daybreak, Nigerian citizens went about their duties, not knowing that their head of state was no more. The news of the death would later be broken to Nigerians in the course of the day. Ironically, it was the BBC that first broke the news to Nigerian citizens and to the world. Radio Nigeria then took the news from the BBC and also made a broadcast to the nation. Abacha's death gave rise to many theories. A certain theory said that he was poisoned to death by Indian women of easy virtue who are said to have been imported into the villa for Abacha's masculine pleasure. There is also the theory that said that he was killed by a close friend, namely General Jeremiah of Sani. Sani and Abacha were the best of friends who would not stay for a